Hey, everybody, welcome back. Please have a seat, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm still over here. We got more monologue for you. It's just one of those days. Please have a seat, my friends. You know, folks, every day under Donald Trump brings its own bespoke, artisanal, bakery fresh hell. Yesterday was no exception because the White House paused all federal grants, which sparked confusion. We haven't seen this much confusion in the government since Joe Biden told any story about Scranton. Okay, sir, let me get this straight. Did the candy cost a penny, or is Penny the name of the horse that stole your dad's pants? The chaos caused by the grant freeze did immediate damage. Preschool centers struggled to obtain reimbursements, and there were cases of stalled money for after-school programs. And our after-school programs are already 90% funded by bake sale economy. Our entire educational system is one lemon square away from complete collapse. I think my tongue is one lemon square away from complete collapse. The grant freeze outraged the public, at least according to Senator Chuck Schumer.
People are aroused. I haven't seen people so aroused in a very, very long time.
People are aroused. I haven't seen people this aroused since 1977 when I went to Studio 54 and wore my glasses all the way down. Full nostril cleavage. What can I say? I was young, I needed the money. Luckily, last night, minutes before the money freeze was set to take effect, a federal judge temporarily blocked Trump's freeze on federal grants and loans, and then today the White House rescinded its freeze on federal grants. Take that, Trump! Something didn't get worse. Year of the snake. Of course, the grant freeze is just one of the confusing and chaotic things that Trump attempted in the last week. Last night, the Trump administration popped off an email to 2 million federal employees offering incentives to federal workers to quit their jobs. Is there any chance I'm a federal worker? Did you check? Can you check? Go check. It's unclear what the offer was because the email issued a lot of vague threats about rescinding work from home and relocating federal offices, and then transitioned to outright threats like this one. At this time, we cannot give you full assurance regarding the certainty of your position or agency, but should your position be eliminated, you will be treated with dignity. Okay, that doesn't sound like an employer, that sounds like a funeral director. We have a lovely selection of dignified oak or stainless steel, let's call them cubicles, and Marge and our makeup team will make your democracy look like it's just sleeping. It sure seems like they're trying to make conditions so bad for federal workers that they'll all just quit. And the Federal Employees Union is not cool with that. The union president said, "It is clear that the Trump administration's goal is to turn the federal government into a toxic environment where workers cannot stay even if they want to." Yes, it's the Dutch oven theory of employment. Yes, technically you're welcome to stay in the bed, but you may not like it when President Trump lifts up those covers. Experts say even a fraction of the workforce accepting buyouts could send shockwaves through the economy and trigger widespread disruptions throughout society as a whole, triggering wide-ranging and as yet unknowable implications. You know, first car I ever owned was a 1978 powder blue Pinto. I bought it from my brother Billy for $1, and I got ripped off. But what she lacked in acceleration, she made up for in rattle. It clearly had some problems, but I didn't have any money to fix it, and I didn't know anything about cars. So what I would do is I would drive it over a shallow drainage ditch across the street from me, and I would keep it running, and I'd pull the handbrake really hard, and I'd shimmy underneath it with a hammer, a pair of pliers, and a screwdriver. And then I would touch the hammer to various things under the car. And if by touching them, the rattling stopped, I would use the other tools to remove that thing from the car. And after a while, I had a beautiful collection of rusty hunks of metal on the wall of my garage. I had no idea what they did, but the car was still running until one day I removed one too many mystery parts. and then it died. So I left it on the street, where it was eventually towed away to an area of Chicago you don't want to know about called Lower Wacker Drive. Now, I'm not saying the American government doesn't have problems. It clearly does. What I'm saying is, if we just let Trump start firing people and cutting programs without knowing who any of them are or what any of them do, sooner or later, America's going to get lower wackered. We'll be right back with Will Ferrell.